Today, IGN released another Destiny 2 info blast, this time focusing on PvP. In a 4-video set, Destin Legary along with Lars Bakken and Cooley Callahan revealed the changes to Control, a new map called Endless Vale, and showed off some super tasty gameplay of the Sentinel Titan and the revamped Voidwalker Warlock. Let's start with the new changes to Control. In Destiny 1, and especially if you queued up with randoms, it would be a major pain to play the objective. At spawn, all 6 of you would split up, which usually lent your team to being double capped while you were the only person sitting on the spawn flag. Bungie helps remedy this by having both spawn flags automatically capped with your respective team colors. That means as soon as your boots hit the ground, you can charge off towards B flag for an offensive push. The time it takes to recapture a point is also shortened. You no longer have to neutralize the enemy flag before capturing, it's now a one-step process. To balance that out, you no longer cap faster when you have several teammates by you. I think overall it's a positive trade-off. It'll certainly make solo capping more possible. However, I'll miss the feeling when a team actually works like a team and steamrolls one flag to take it back. The final change to Control is that the point system is being changed from 100 points for a kill to 1 point, so it's finally a 1-to-1 ratio. Points will still scale with the number of flags captured, with kills being worth 2 and 3 points depending on how many flags you have. I'm a fan of this change. 100 points for a kill was absurd anyways. However, this does seem to remove bonus points for things like headshots, grenade kills, etc. That I'm a little less keen on. It was also announced that matches will be shortened from 12 minutes to 8 minutes. Overall, Bungie is really trying to make Control a much faster game mode with less focus on the actual act of capturing and more focus on the blazing gunplay. I can't wait to try it out. The new Control map, Endless Vale, looks fun. It takes place on Nessus and shows off a bunch of interesting Vex architecture that will create some awesome gun battles. I'll link the video in the description so you can see what Destin and Cooley have to say about it. Even though these PvP reveals got me excited, what I was really looking forward to was Sentinel and Voidwalker footage, and we sure learned some stuff. Here we see the Sentinel Titan wrecking some Guardians with his shield bash. The new super appears to move a lot like the relic from Vault of Glass. There's a clear shield slash attack that looks like a straight copy. You also seem to lunge at enemies like the Striker's shoulder charge and the Sunbreaker's sun charge. Unfortunately, we don't see any kills with the shield throw attack itself, however it does appear to be on like a 12-second cooldown. That's probably to keep the Sentinel from being OP and spamming throws, or it could reset with a kill. We'll have to wait to the beta to find out for sure. The other cool thing with the Sentinel is that the health regens with every kill. This isn't new to the Titan class as most other supers do that as well, but it's nice to know that it's there. And before moving on, I'd just like to give a shout out to whoever is playing in this footage. Their skill with the new exotic minigun is badass. Watch how he spins it up as he's jumping around corners. Totally awesome. That's the way to play it. And last but not least, we finally saw footage of the new Voidwalker subclass, and it did not disappoint. Many people theorized that Nova Bomb would be turned into a roaming super since that seemed to be the direction that all of the others were going. Well, I have good news and bad news. The bad news is that it's not a traditional roaming super. The good news is that Nova Bomb is now a giant homing Axion bolt. If you look here, it's fired off at a fairly slower pace than what we're used to, but it clearly turns the corner on its own volition. When the video cuts to the Titan's point of view, you can see the bomb explode and then release a smaller bolt that tracks someone else. It's too early to tell if all of this is just one of the subclass nodes or if this is the actual basis for the super. Either way, I think it's an awesome change. Almost hidden behind the hype of the Nova Bomb was that Blink seems to be back in the game. At the time of the video, it's unclear if we actually see this in the final build of Destiny 2. There's a rumor that the build being played in these videos is an older one. That coupled with a quote last month about the Hunters not having Blink in the sequel has everybody confused. We might just have to wait for the beta to find out. Before I go, I'd like to mention some information that Giggs was dropping on Twitter today. He says he found out from a sandbox developer that all subclass melees will have the exact same range and all subclasses will move at the same speed. This will absolutely help balance the game and it's a very welcome change. No more T-Rex arms and no more mile-long Warlock melee. That pretty much covers today's reveal though. There were a lot of interesting tidbits to cover here. I think IGN is doing a great job with these small content releases and I look forward to the next one. As always, I will link the videos in the description. If you like what you see and you want to hear more, feel free to subscribe. There will be many more videos to make before Destiny 2 is in our hands for good. Thanks for watching everyone, and I will see you next time.